These are your 12-week benchmark review videos. And you can tell that this test really does cover everything we covered the whole semester because we start out all the way back with our very first topics of solving equations. So just like we used to do a long time ago, we start off by collecting all our variables together. That means on both sides, we're looking to combine like terms first. Most of the time, we don't have to do that, but on a very, very early type of problem, you'll have to worry about it. So negative 2n plus 3 equals 9 plus n. Okay, that's those combined. And now I've got to gather all my variables on one side. So I'm going to subtract n from both sides. I get negative 3n on the left, whereas these go away entirely. At the same time, I'm also going to go ahead and just subtract 3 from both sides. I'm going to collect all my n's on the left side and all of my just regular numbers, whole numbers on the right-hand side here. Okay, so these cancel. I get negative 3n equals positive 6. Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, and I get that n equals negative 2. Okay? Pause the video if you need to see the work. I've got to erase it so that I can move the object out of the way. So again, we got as our final answer negative 2. You can always go back and check these. Okay? If we were to plug a negative 2 in here, this would be negative 4 plus 3 plus 8. This would be 12 minus 2 minus 3, okay? So here we have 11, so a total of 7. Here we have 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 equals 7, negative 2 was our answer, okay? For number 2, we've got to, before we can start moving numbers and variables and such around, we have to free them up from inside the parentheses. That's going to distribute, being in 9x minus 45 equals negative 198. We're going to add 45 to both sides. It's going to cancel on the left-hand side, and then we have 9x. Okay? Guys, if you want to do it in your head, fine. If not, I would strongly advise putting it into a calculator. Okay? I believe it's going to be a... So it would be negative 198. Plus 45, okay? Especially when it's those big negative numbers. We get a negative 153. And I don't know about you, but my 9 times tables didn't quite go that high, okay? So, put it in the calculator. Probably a negative 16, 17, okay? We get that x equals negative 17. You can plug it in and test it out, but I trust the math. We can clear this out. We're looking for a negative 17 as our answer. And there we have it, negative 17. On down to number 3 and 4. Here we're solving inequalities. So these on the whole end up being easier to solve, but they have that added trick of making sure you know how to graph them. All right? So here we have, we're going to have to clear out some space again. All right, we've got to solve this inequality. So we have to combine like terms first, here and here. We get 6n plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 17. Subtract 1, 6n is less than or equal to negative 18. Divide by 6, divide by 6. We are looking for n is less than or equal to negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to write that over here on this other side, so ignore this problem for now. We have n is less than or equal to negative 3, which means I'm looking for a number line that has negative 3, which would mean negative 4 is over here, negative 2 is over here, because 0 would be over here, and infinite negatives are over here. I need a closed dot at negative 3, and because my variable's on the left, I can shade this way. I can follow the arrow. Also, remember, you can always pick a test point, okay? So, think about it. Negative 4 right here. Negative 4 is less than negative 3. That's a true statement, so you shade negative 4 side, okay? Let's say you pick 0. 0 is less than negative 3. That's false. So this side that would have 0 on it should not be shaded. You can always pick a test point, all right? Let's erase this work. clear the object, and find our matching answer. All right. Well, there we go. N is less than -3. Oh, that was the only one that had that. Also, it is graphed correctly. Okay, double check that right there whenever you do these. Clear that out. Let's look here at number 4. All right. So again, variables are on the right-hand side now, and they are like terms, so we need to combine them. -7 less than or equal to 2 plus 3a. That's our combination there. Subtract 2 from both sides. -9 is less than or equal to 3a, and we divide by 3 to finish solving the equation. Now notice, we never flip the sign on these problems because we never multiplied or divided by a negative number. But if you do, if you divide by a negative number, you're going to flip the sign, all right? But here, just like on the last problem, all of the variables are going to be written first, so we need to flip around how this is written. Always make sure that your inequality is pointed at the same pieces when flipping things around, okay? Or just read it backwards, but most people like to flip it around. It would flip around like this. We didn't flip the sign here. We flipped the entire problem, okay? The entire solution. We flipped the entire solution, okay? Not the sign. So that's the answer we're looking for. We've only got one choice that looks like this. Double check the graph. Dot at -3, close dot. Shade the other direction. There's your answer. Going to be nothing. Going to be C. Number 5 and 6 are just asking if something's a function. Is the following a function? Okay. We have to run what is called the vertical line test. There's no such thing as a horizontal line test. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a couple options to begin with. That one says horizontal line test. That one says horizontal line test. To be a function, you need to be able to draw vertical lines through that graph, and it only touch once. And we can see that no matter where we draw a vertical line through this graph, well, if I can draw a better vertical line, okay, it's only going to hit once. I could draw one there, I could draw one there, I could draw one on the axis. Doesn't matter. Every time I draw a vertical line, it only hits once. So yes, it's a function because it passes the vertical line test. No such thing as a horizontal line test. Now we have to do that with numbers, with points. What would cause, and this says which of the following is a function, okay? What causes something to not be a function means that it has repeating x values, okay? So is a function means we need unique x values. So we're looking through 1, 1, up. That one causes A to be incorrect. It repeated x values. 1, 1, oh, this one has all the same x values. That's a vertical line there. Okay, that one's out. 4, 5, 6, 4 and 4, that's repeating x values. 2, 3, 4, okay. That one had all unique x values, meaning that one is the function.